Good afternoon. My name is Rico Webb, and I want to thank everyone for coming out today to hear my plan to beat diabetes. All right, with that being said, I'm happy to have you all here to listen to my ideas on what I feel needs to be done in the community of Columbus, Georgia to combat the disease of diabetes, type 2 diabetes, to be specific, amongst African Americans in the area. Again, the reason for this meeting today is to discuss the plan to beat diabetes in the area of Columbus, Georgia. The first thing that I want to talk about is the need for this program and campaign to sort of take place and be developed. I feel that this campaign needs to take place and be developed because African Americans in the state of Georgia have a much higher occurrence of developing diabetes over whites, especially in the city of Columbus. In the city of Columbus, over 11% of the population has the disease. That's higher than any other city within the entire state. And again, it's extremely high amongst blacks. And with this campaign, I feel that I can develop a program and help these individuals out with lowering the chances of developing or even gaining control of the disease if they already have it. Some goals that I have in place for the program would be number one, to educate the community on the effects of diabetes. I believe that if individuals are educated on the effects of diabetes and the physiological aspects of it, they will be more conscious of what they do to their body and the seriousness of what the disease diabetes can do. If they're educated, they would learn that diabetes really does a lot of damage to the kidneys, the heart, the skin, and just causes lifelong issues involving several complications. I've added this picture here so that I can present to the guys who will be participating in the program on what their life could be like, what they would have to go through on a daily basis. That's a picture here. If you look of a guy injecting himself with insulin in his abdomen. And I feel like if we show them things like this in the seminars I'm going to present, that would scare them and steer them away from continuing to live unhealthy lifestyles and eating and doing things that are not healthy and beneficial to their health. All right, and also with the program, the second goal is to improve glucose and A1C levels of the individuals involved in this program. And when I say improve glucose levels, just after doing a lot of research, I discovered that on a daily basis, people often suffering from the disease have glucose readings of over 200, which is extremely high and out of the normal range. And also, a lot of individuals are having A1C levels at their checkups for diabetes that are much, much higher than 6%, which is the recommended level and range of it. And with the program, the goals can be met based off the education that we're going to provide to them to fight the disease. And that's the overall goal of the program. So some of you may be wondering, what is the campaign? What is my educational campaign to fight the disease? And well, I'm going to tell you, the health campaign planning will begin by holding a seminar to gain information on what individuals need to know about the disease and what they think would be best to understand the effects of the disease. I will perform activities such as giving the individuals questionnaires to get their statuses on the health literacy levels that they have, and also I'll give them a comprehensive tests, like asking them questions like what should your A1C be, what's a normal glucose reading, what should you do if you have blurred vision, how often should you work out, things like that. That will be our campaign and our whole idea of getting this program started. The health information that will be presented will be related to effects of diabetes on the body. Again, I will discuss proper diets. That will also be a part of our campaign, and again, getting physically fit and active and improve the overall effects that the disease have on the body. And In short, we simply need to raise diabetes awareness altogether amongst the African Americans in the community because they don't really have a spokesperson or an outlet to learn or gain information on this topic. And with that being said, the campaign will directly address the needs and meet the goals of these individuals by being specific to their community, being specific to this target population, and gaining information to know exactly how and what excuse me we need to do to help these individuals. What would best help them? How would they most effectively learn ways to handle the disease? How are we going to meet our goals? What needs to be done? In order for us to meet our goals and figure out what needs to be done, we need to get some type of data collected from these individuals. I see some may wonder, hey, so what do you mean by we need to get some type of data collected? How do we know we're going to be improving from implementing this program if we don't know where we started at before we even began the program? And what I mean by that is we need to collect blood samples. We need to get an assessment of people's physical capabilities. And with the blood samples, we can obtain initial A1C levels and see what these guys are at who are going to be participating in the program. And by the time over a 6-month period, when in the evaluation phase of the program, we can collect blood samples once again and see if the educational materials that we provide these guys with were effective in any way. So that can be the whole evaluation of the program and seeing if we met our goals or not by saying like, hey, did we actually get the A1C levels lower? Did we have a daily average glucose counting lowered overall? And as you can see here, excuse me, if you look at the chart on this current slide, you can see that the ADA goals for hemoglobin A1C would be 6.5% or less, and also with a fasting glucose of about 100 to 125. That would be our goals, and if we do those things by collecting the data and getting an understanding of what needs to be done, I feel that we could meet those goals. What are the major components of the implementation of the program? When making the decision to implement the health education program, I would definitely need to know the overall health literacy of the population. It cannot be stressed enough as to how important it is, how important it is when it comes to the success of the program. It's also important to know how willing the population is to change, because if they're not willing to change mentally, they will not change at all. In order for the program to start this program, I will need volunteers willing and ready to assist with the educational portions of the program and provide advisory services such as nutritional coaching and mental coaching as well for those who are not prepared to begin on such a vigorous type of ordeal. And that is simply one of the ways that we can get this off the ground. All right, moving on. So how will we implement the program? We will implement this program by establishing education seminars, as I've already discussed in the previous slide. We'll come together in a large group. We will do some sort of PowerPoint presentation like I'm doing now, which will provide information again on the effects of diabetes, how it affects the body, what needs to be done to improve the effects of diabetes, how can you improve the effects of diabetes, and just giving these guys the tools and information they need to live healthier, longer lives without the issues of having to deal with the disease. All right. So moving on to possible barriers that we could come across in the program. Barriers that we come across a lot of cultural barriers, I feel, especially in the city of Columbus, Georgia, because culturally, the city loves to eat. As you can see here, I have picture of a traditional plate on the screen. And this is what most people in the area eat on a daily basis or every other day. Unhealthy, fatty, high carb foods that are completely non beneficial to preventing or improving the effects of diabetes. And also, sociological barriers will come into play as well, because a lot of the negative behaviors that the African Americans in this city uphold will be learned behaviors, things that they grew up doing on a daily basis. So it's the norm for them, even though it may not be healthy. So that's something that we may have a very difficult time with in breaking the cycle of. Definitely the culture of eating and the type of foods that we eat. So it will be very, very important that we have, I do provide these guys with a effective nutritional counselor to overcome this barrier. And ways that I also feel that the solution for the anticipated barriers would be to, I would like to use some type of scare tactic by providing like, hey, this is what your blood levels will stay at if you continue to eat these unhealthy foods. This is what could happen to your body as well if you continue to indulge in these unhealthy foods. And also, you continue with these unhealthy, non-mobile, non-physical behaviors, it can really take a toll on the body. Just providing information and statistics would definitely overcome the barriers and get these guys moving to healthier lives as well. I predict that with implementing this program into the community, we could have a lot of positive outcomes. Those outcomes would be better health for individuals who are enrolled. When I say better health, again, looking back on those blood levels that could really cause the damage to the body. Better health as far as lowering again the A1Cs and getting a lower daily glucose reading. Also, the individuals in this program will be more physically fit by getting into the routine of doing the physical activities that will be a part of the program. Keeping a log of what they're doing. And over time, I can guarantee that most of the individuals can get to where they will feel comfortable doing some type of light to moderate activity on a daily basis, which of course, as we all know, is beneficial to health. Moving, being physically active is definitely beneficial to the health, to one's health. All right. Project the future application of the information learned from this campaign. I feel that individuals who enroll in this program, really take this program seriously, the campaign will provide a platform to continue leading African Americans on a healthy track. I decided to use this visual effect of the mother and the young baby because if people now start to take effect on their health and start to take control of their health by enrolling in a program like this to control and prevent diabetes, they can spread this information on their children to completely end and stop the cycle of diabetes and affected individuals' lives. It can stop with the parents and move on to a healthy diet with the children. If they see the parents involved in something positive like this, it will eventually rub off on the kids, and the kids will make the choice and the decision to live healthier lives as well. And they will definitely benefit from this program without even physically being a part of it. But just seeing that positive feedback of participating in this health campaign program would be beneficial to them. Thank you everyone for coming. That is all my time. I really appreciate you guys for taking the time out to listen to my proposed campaign. And I hope that you all listen to what I said and listen to my plan to implement this program, the ideas that I have to get this program rolling and take into effect. And I hope you realize the benefits that it will have on the community, and how it could save the lives of a lot of people just by getting the knowledge that they need to live healthier lives. Again, thank you.